What's up everyone, you're watching Diesel Fuel Network. If you're here from the last video, you know we're about to take that truck out, hit 2800 RPM, thing sounds awesome. If you're new, it's a 1985 Ford F8000, it has a 3208 cat turbo, and the tuning's only begun. So stay tuned, hear that thing rip, and yeah, here we go. Up the road and see what kind of difference we feel. We weren't even getting full throttle, so I'm excited about that. Technically, we got more throttle, like literally more throttle because the linkage is adjusted. You can actually feel the difference. It's uncomfortable now. My foot's back like that because there's probably adjusted it like a solid ½ inch. I turned the fuel up because the fuel rate adjustment that I had was different, so I put one from another pump in there and adjusted it all the way out. And the RPMs are higher, both because of the throttle linkage and because I adjusted that governor as well. So let's go ahead and see what it feels like and sounds like. It's already warmed up enough to drive. Yeah, what a thing. All right, let's go. Let's go! So I got 2800 RPM out of it, just revving it, so it should hit about 2600. I should see the tach go just past 25 when I'm on it. Probably is already up. The engine felt pretty hot after testing it. I'm a little bit nervous, to be honest. Let's see what she does. Second gear, high range. past 2,500 because this road kind of sucks, but because with these 370 gears, and it's actually pretty long gears for this thing, I almost might want to try and take off in low range and see what it does. Although then by the time you get up to like 40, 45 or so, you got to go to high, and it doesn't like shifting to high when you're on a full pass. So I just like to try to keep it in high range when I'm ripping on it. Man, this thing rips now. I don't know if it comes across on camera, but it sounds so good when it gets up to 2800. And that's the other thing too. I only got 2800 under, you know, with no load. I wasn't expecting to actually see 2800 on the road, and it does. So I don't know if it's because the governor springs in this 215 horse are a little bit weaker maybe, but those might be an upgrade in the future. But 2800 is all I was asking for. I don't want the rods going through the block on this thing, although it should be fine. And another thing I've come to understand is that the turbo engines do have piston oil squirters, which is definitely a plus. And yeah, so I did an acceleration run with it. That's going to be the next video, and I'm actually really happy with the results. This thing, honestly, I want to race something. I really want to race just like a regular stock pickup truck, a 7.3 Power Stroke or a Cummins 5.9, you know, like an old mechanical 12 valve or something, because it is impressive. And remember, this thing weighs probably 10,000 pounds. I looked again at the title from when it was a dump truck. It was 11,600 pounds. So this thing's got to be pushing, yeah, maybe a little less than 10, who knows. But anyway, hopefully you enjoyed that one. Got a lot more stuff in the future to do on this. The next performance upgrade is going to be an intercooler. I want to do some kind of a budget water-to-air intercooler setup on it. A bunch more lighting is going to be going on it. I got custom taillights that I've had the parts to do for months and months now, and I'm finally going to do that, and I'll make a video on that. Yeah, so thanks, and see you next time.